be the point guard this year. You should have the opportunity to create guys open shots, to do what you can to use all your skills that I was in the way of the last year because I was still here. So now the fact I'm able to move over to 2 guard and work on more of creating my own shot and doing what I can to provide scoring, it's going to be a fun year for him because he's able to kind of step back into that light when I was injured that first year.
I feel like there's an obvious answer. Is there a road game you're looking forward to most on the upcoming schedule, knowing that you get, again, one last ride in some of these arenas?
Yeah, it's weird to say going back to Hilton after that whole shenanigans that happened after that game, but my family might need some security with them, and I might need some security when I walk in, and it's gonna be fun to step back in there. We joke about it all the time about the rivalry, but that's what college basketball is all about, to have this opportunity to go there and talk trash to the fans and they talk trash back to you, and but there's always mutual respect. I respect Iowa State, I respect George Niang, and all those guys that came before him, because they made this rivalry what it is today, and it's fun to know that we have Iowa State on our schedule and we get to travel to Hilton.
It's obviously been a big couple weeks with NIL and everything, with you dropping right on July 1st. How has that been for the past couple weeks?
It's been fun. I've kind of grown to know it can be very time consuming, so I've kind of had to understand I've got to start listening to people and talking to people that are more well versed in this field in industry. So just talking to them, and got a couple people that are working on negotiations with other companies, so I don't have to spend so much time on it. So I've been a really good job of balancing that, and it's been fun. Not only for myself, but seeing all these college athletes come out day by day and saying they're working with this company or endorsing this product. That's it brings a smile to my face, because that's everything that I worked so hard for.
And when we talked to Keegan a couple weeks ago, he said you've really taken a leadership role on that. Have you been helping your other teammates with it? Yeah,
I continue to tell them whatever they need help with. I feel like I'm an expert in that field and know how to navigate through this industry and do what I can to help my teammates along. Obviously some guys are going to have more opportunities than others, and that just comes with playing on the court. That has a lot to do with how well you play throughout the season. More opportunities you're going to have your way off the court as well. So we have a lot of great guys on this team that can help a lot of local businesses and community wide throughout this entire year. So talking about that off the court experience, it's going to be fun to navigate through that. But at the end of the day, basketball always comes first before that.
Did you kind of laugh that Wisconsin, I think, was the last state in the Midwest to buy one of your shirts?
Yeah, it was funny because I tweeted that out, which, just talking about that really emotional, just even seeing, all these fans across the country to, purchase a shirt that, just from a rivalry. It didn't really stand, that too much importance, but to see all these states and Wisconsin not being one of them, and I tweeted out, and 5 seconds later someone buys one from Wisconsin, so it was pretty cool to see.
Just overall, yeah. I feel good. Feel happy to be here. Happy to be back. I'm happy. Everything's not normal yet, but everything's starting to lean towards that way. So finally no mask. I'm vaccinated, so thank God. I feel fine. Feel good.
Fran said you had some stuff done with your ankle or something after the season.
Yeah, so I had a surgery on my left ankle. I had a bone spur and an accessory bone on my ankle, but I played through it, and I didn't tell anybody just because that's just not who I am. I just don't share my business. So at the end of the season, I talked to Brad, and he told me if I want to play for a long time, it's good if I take care of it now, before it gets worse. So I got that done, and now I'm recovering really well.
When did you have done right after the season?
I want to say a week or two after.
Was it bothering you during the year, or did it?
Yeah, it was, but I'm not one to complain, so I would just play through it.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I just have more balance. I could move better. It's still not 100% now, but I could just feel it. When I jump, I just don't feel anything in my ankle anymore.
Can you go back to Jordan decides to come back, and I'm sure that was you're probably thinking, okay, what's my role going to be? When he reaches out to you, what was that conversation like?
Yeah, so I was in the middle of not knowing what was my role, what I was going to do and things like that. So then he called me, told me hey, I'm here for you, this is your show, it's your turn to run the show, I'm moving over to the 2 spot, and I want to play with you. You know, I want to be your shooting guard. I want you to be my point guard. I want you to run the show. You know, he's like, don't worry about anything else. Just play your game.
That had to feel pretty good then, I would imagine.
Yeah, 100%. Because I was confused when I seen that, you know, and I was like, I don't know. But then he called me, you know. It was like relief, just, you know, came off my shoulders after he told me that stuff.
We come ready to play because at the end of the day, they give scholarships too. We can get beat.
And obviously, you know, there's a lot of new big guys, especially down low with Luka gone. You know, how do you see guys like Phillip, you know, kind of progressing, and especially, you know, kind of learning this new system?
Yeah, I like Phillip. He's been good so far. He's got really good footwork on the block. He's got really nice touch. He's not as big as Luka, but he's really mobile, and he can do a lot of different things. He can stretch you out. He can face up, make a jumper. He can make threes. He does a lot of different things. So I mean, he's a new dimension, and somebody that's going to be really important to our team, obviously. And then guys like Josh are coming along, Riley's coming along well also. So those are other guys that we could also count on for some minutes if people get foul trouble or whatever.
With Joe's future now, where you know where he's going to stay in the draft, do you feel like, okay, we're all here, this is what we go with now?
Yeah. I think we all kind of knew what Joe was going to do. I mean, and by all means, he should have done that. Anytime you can go and help your family and go get paid, you should go do that. So we're all more than happy for him. It was really fun playing against him every day. But yeah, we really kind of locked in and kind of see ourselves as underdogs. So we just kind of are embracing that and really want to prove a lot of people wrong.
You know, Joe T are pretty close. When he first heard, he mentioned there was some confusion when he first heard Jordan was going to come back. I mean, did you talk to him at all about any of that? Or?
Yeah, once CJ left, I just remember I was like kind of just thinking, and then we knew that there was J-Bo hadn't decided yet whether or not he was going to come back. So I texted him and I was like, yo, just come back and play the 2 hour. And as soon as I texted him that, J-Bo was like, all right, I need to think about it. And then I called Joe T and I told him, I was like, yeah, I think he's going to come back, but you're going to have the ball. So I think once we explained that to him, he was cool with it and he wanted J-Bo to come back because at the end of the day, we know J-Bo's going to make our team better. He's somebody that we can count on. He's been here for a while, so it's somebody that we can really count on, and we know what he's going to bring to the table. So we're excited that he's back.
What do you see out of Joe's game?
He brings a lot of stuff to the table, especially defensively. He's incredibly quick. He's got really quick hands. He's kind of all over the place, like in the gaps, all over, like getting steals and all that type of stuff. So he's somebody that's a really big weapon on there. And as somebody like myself who likes to kind of run and get out and transition, it's good playing with guards who really try to put pressure on the point guard and force turnovers so that we can get out and we can go. So defensively, I've seen a lot of improvement out of him. He's improved his jumper a lot. He can making more jumpers, but he's also just kind of able to. He's still trying to control the game and kind of be able to pick his spots on when to attack, when to not attack, kind of pick his pace a little bit. And he's been good at that so far. He's been working through that, and that's stuff that just the more time we play, he'll be able to figure it out.
Working hard as a team, being a big impact on the court, and just going out there and just being the best I could be.
How did you handle kind of riding the highs and lows of maybe you play one game and you don't play the next game, and kind of what did you do throughout the season and the off season to really prepare yourself for this bigger role this year?
I would say just staying focused, staying on the course, no matter what happens. Like as you said, some games I'll not knowing if I'll get in or if I will or not, but just staying focused and just staying on the course and just staying positive and just using it as a learning experience.
What would you say your biggest adjustment is right now? Like you said, you're just coming back from surgery and being cleared. What do you think the biggest thing is as far as making sure that you're 100% moving forward?
Just staying in the gym as much as possible, making sure that I'm still healthy, taking care of my wrist, ice and stuff like that, and just going out there, taking it slow and just getting back into the flow of things is at a pace that is possible for me as well.
Thank you.
How much did it bother you last season, the injury?
My wrist.
Yeah.
It hurt. Yeah, at times I had pain like that, but it was bad. Honestly, I had the injury since high school, so it was bugging me throughout the season last year, but I wanted to wait till after the season to take care of it because I knew we had a big goal, and if I wanted to contribute, I had to stay on the court.
So was it not diagnosed in high school? Did you not realize what it was until last season?
It just bugged me my whole high school, my junior and senior year. I checked it out this year, and it was a torn ligament.
What did you learn most from last year?
I would say having a lot of older players on the team and seeing a lot, being on the sideline. I learned a lot just seeing different stuff happening on the court and stuff like that. So I would say I learned a lot.
How do you see, or in talking to Coach McCaffery, the coaches, how do you see your role changing from last year to this year?
Last year I was younger. This year I'm gonna have to step up, have a bigger role, because obviously this year we lost a lot of players. So I'm just gonna have to step up and do a lot of stuff on the court as far as scoring, being a leader, talking, being more vocal, and setting my teammates up, and just going out there being the best player that I can be.
How do you feel about that, and how are you preparing for that?
I'm good. I feel good about it. I've been working hard my whole life just to get to this stage. It's obviously the big stage. It's the Big Ten basketball, and I'm ready for whatever comes our way.
How much does your brother help you?
A lot. He talked to me after every game, even though he wasn't at every game. He talked to me after every game, encouraged me, told me to stay focused, stay on course no matter what. If I played, if I didn't, just basically stay focused. I'm young and I have a lot of time left.
Thanks, Aaron.
For the level of competition, it's exactly what I expected. It's super high. It's really fun to be here, and just playing against everyone super strong, super fast, super athletic. Everything's very fun to be.
So what do you think you can provide right away for them? Because they need help at the post, obviously.
Yeah, I think that being how I am on defense, I think that I'll help very well on the defensive end. And then on top of that, working on my offensive game to be able to score at will whenever I get the ball and make the right pass on the way out. And whatever's open, we'll take it.
I'm guessing getting stronger is probably one of your priorities this summer. How have you done in that front?
I've definitely gotten stronger since I've been here. I've probably put on like 5 to 10 pounds of muscle and lost like 5 to 10 pounds of fat. So being here has definitely helped with that. I feel like I'm a better player than what I would have been if I hadn't come here early.
What's been the most difficult part about the transition from, East Coast to Iowa as of right now?
To be honest, I haven't had any difficulty transferring from East Coast to here, because I have family here, I have a bunch of people that I know here, and it's not really a problem per se to be here. It's just fun.
Seems like McCaffery's been working the prep schools in New England pretty hard the last couple of years. What can you tell us about what it's like playing ball out there?
Playing in the NEPSAC League in the Northeast is similar to college because of the fact that all the rules are the college rules. So I've been used to playing 20 minutes halves, playing with the three-point line the way it is now, and the physicality of older people who are older than high school seniors, they're a year up, and I've used to playing against that already.
You had any welcome to the Big Ten moments playing with the guys, or
First day
what
I was
it?
here, Josh Agundale just hit me, and I went backwards, and it was just like, oh my gosh. That was definitely one of the hi, we're in the Big Ten now.